This video is a long time coming because if you haven't noticed, I love magenta lipsticks. I really love magenta. Any chance for me to use a magenta lipstick, I will do it. You're gonna see a lot of magenta lipsticks in this haul because I know I've said this a million times, my favorite lipsticks are magenta lipsticks and I still can't find the perfect shade for me. And it all started because of this photo. When you search magenta lipstick on Google or on Pinterest, this photo always pops up, and no matter how many links it brought me to, I could not find the original place where it was posted for years. And finally, at the end of last year, I found out that it was from a girl on Instagram. She posted it in 2012. This whole time I thought it was from a magazine like Vogue. So I scrolled down all the way through her Instagram, and the funny thing is that lipstick that I was stressing over finding for like at least a year, I already owned. And guess what? It was my first lipstick from MAC, and it was my first lipstick I bought. It was MAC's Rebel. It does not look like that on me. It looks more red on me. So I'll put a picture here of what it looks like. That was like 5 or 6 years ago. Oh my gosh, look how chubby my cheeks were. So even though I have MAC Rebel and that's the shade she's wearing, it doesn't look like that on me. Ever since I saw her picture, I've been trying to find a shade where it will look exactly like that on me. Okay, so I've divided these into groups, ones that are too pink, too red, too purple, ones that aren't pigmented enough, like they're a little bit too dull, and then my favorite ones. Have I found the perfect magenta lipstick for me? No. If I was to create just one makeup product, it would be a magenta lipstick, and I would make different shades of it so it would look the exact same on someone with pale skin and on someone with darker skin. Because a lot of these lipsticks I bought looked exactly like how I wanted it on girls with pale skin, but then on me it looked nothing like that. And you will notice that a lot of these are online purchases. You won't see Stila, you won't see Kat Von D, you won't see Urban Decay, Tarte, because I tested all the magenta lipsticks I could find in Ulta and Sephora, and if they didn't match what I wanted, then I didn't buy them. If I could have first tested these online lipsticks before I bought them, half of them, actually more than half, I would have never bought. Okay, so enough talking, let's begin, guys. Okay, first let's start with the lipsticks that are way too pink. These are actually my least favorite, not because they're too pink, but well, yes, because they're too pink, but just the formulas aren't really good. Okay, so first we have Sigma Foxglove. I actually bought this because of this video. If you look at his lips, it looks nothing like this shade. It's just pure pink. But on him, it looks like the perfect magenta color. But on me, it's pink. So no, I wouldn't recommend this if you're looking for a magenta shade. Oh my gosh, why is my voice scratchy? Okay, next we have the shade called The Psychic by Trust Fund Beauty. This does not dry down. It stays liquid the whole time. It's practically lip gloss. So I would not recommend it because of that. And same goes for the next shade, Aroha from xoBeauty. The shade is really pretty, but it does not dry down. You can't do anything in it. You can't eat, you can't kiss, because it will just come right off. It's really liquidy and it will just get really messy. See, look in the camera. You can see.
It transferred. You liar.
Okay, next we have the shade Sexy Orchid by Luminess Cosmetics. This is $24 and I think shipping is like $6, so I would never spend $30 on this lipstick. I got it on sale a few months ago, I think for like $16 or $18, and even for that price I wouldn't buy this. It's so patchy and it doesn't have that liquid consistency that I like. It has more of that clay, like putty consistency. It's not like pure liquid, so no, this is not worth it at all. Next we have the shade Ooh La La from Colored Raine. Again, seeing pictures of this, it looks beautiful. It looks like the perfect magenta I'm looking for. On my lips it looks very pink. It also has that same clay kind of consistency. So yeah, all of these two pink shades, I wouldn't recommend any of them. So let's move on to the liquid lipsticks that are a little bit too red. First, I'm going to go in with Colourpop's Gifted. This is pretty patchy if you look closely. Most of magenta liquid lipsticks are. I mean, that's nothing new. And next, after that, we have Milani's Obsession. This one's the darkest out of all of them. It's way too red. I don't know why this popped up when I typed in magenta lipstick, because it's bordering like burgundy-ish. And the last one that's just a little bit too red is the shade Rogue Wolf from Myth Cosmetics. The formula though, out of all of these lipstick, this has the best formula. It is a liquid lipstick. It doesn't dry down all the way to where it goes into all the lines in your lips. It's just the perfect consistency. It's not too dry, it's not too wet. If you do kiss the back of your hand, you will see just a little bit. But out of all my lipsticks, when I swatch this, this is the most consistent. Like, it just gives one beautiful swatch. Just watch how smoothly this swatches. It's just like one color. Like, none of my other liquid lipsticks do that. Like, it's patchy when it's swatched, or like you could see streaks, but with that it's just one clean swatch. And it goes on your lips just like that. Seriously, the best formula. But hands down, if I had to choose a formula to make like the perfect magenta lipstick, I would use the one from Myth Cosmetics. Okay, next let's go into the shades that are a little bit too purple. Let's start with Jeffree Star's Berries on Ice. Again, this was also another one where I thought it would be the perfect magenta lipstick when I saw it on this picture on Instagram. And like I said, it's so frustrating because on lighter girls, I noticed that the magenta and the berry, it just pops so much more on them, but then on me it doesn't look like that. As you can see, it looks pretty patchy and it just doesn't look vibrant enough, especially compared to that picture. So no, I would not recommend this. Next one is from the brand Lipslut, where I bought my Fuck Kavanaugh lipstick. I love that lipstick. That's my favorite red lipstick, but this is my least favorite purple magenta lipstick that I have. It's called Lefty Lib Globalist Antifa Commie Socialist Holly Weirdo Pigs. So this one's a little bit too dark. It is really pretty if you want a really dark vampy color, but it's super patchy and it's just hard to put on it. I don't know what's up with the applicator, but it just makes it really uneven, even though it's the same applicator as my Fuck Kavanaugh lipstick. But this specific one I do not recommend. Next we have the shade Prima Donna from the Lip Bar. You can find them at Target. This is pretty much a dupe for Dose of Colors Bury Me Too, which I'm gonna swatch next. It's $13 and Dose of Colors lipstick is $18. It's hard to believe because the Dose of Colors one is 0.16 ounces and this is 0.24. But when you look at it, this looks super small compared to this. If you want a dupe of Dose of Colors Bury Me Too, then definitely check out the Lip Bar. It's $13, this is $18. This supposedly has more. You do need 2 layers of this for it to look as vibrant as 1 layer of this. But this one is very moisturizing compared to this. Once you put this on, you could just feel it sink into all your lines and it looks really dry. But with this, even though I put 2 layers on, it feels nothing like how dry this feels like. But if you want one that won't come off and will last all day, then I would go with this. So like I said, it really depends on your preference. If you want a cheaper one, if you want a more long-lasting one. So this is Bury Me Too. And this is Prima Donna from the Lip Bar. Dose of Colors and then Prima Donna. You can see how similar they are on the lips. There's no difference. Okay, next we have When in Dubai from HVS Beauty. This color is very close though. It's still a little bit too dark and a little bit too purple for what I'm looking for. But this is one of the rare ones that isn't patchy, and that's really hard to find in a magenta lipstick. So out of all the shades that are too red, I would definitely go with the Myth Cosmetics Rogue Wolf lipstick. And out of all the shades that are too purple, I would either go with Dose of Colors Bury Me Too or Prima Donna from the Lip Bar. Okay, so next we have shades that are almost there, but there's just something missing. Like there's no oomph, like they're pretty dull. I didn't know what category to put these in because they weren't really too red or too purple. They were just a little bland. Okay, so first I'm gonna go into Fenty Lipsticks Flamingo Acid. This is my least favorite lipstick applicator because it just gets so messy. Like this is the only one where you could like scratch your lips right there. This is pretty bland and just doesn't give enough oomph to the magenta shade. So no, I would not recommend this. Okay, so next we have the shade Doing Fine from Colourpop. This one isn't patchy like the Colourpop liquid lipstick is. Again, like I said, it's a little bit dull But truthfully, out of both the Colourpop lipsticks, I think I would go more with the actual lipstick than the liquid one. Even though this is a little bit more vibrant, I don't like that it's patchy, and this one's just so easy to apply. It's really moisturizing. I'm gonna swatch Doing Fine next to Gifted, just if you are wondering which color you should get between the two. So this one's Doing Fine and this one's Gifted. Okay, next we have the shade Chatterbox from Ciaté. This one was so disappointing because the picture they have for this lipstick is exactly like what I'm looking for, and it looks nothing like that on my lips. Again, like I said, it's a little dull, also a little patchy. I don't think it's worth it. Okay, last we have the shade Napa from Clove and Hallow. This is one of those kind of clay formulas I was talking about. You have to put on like 2 layers for it to really pop, but then with 2 layers it really dries out your lips. What's frustrating is that when I put a dollop of this first on my lips before I spread it out, that's the exact color I want, but then once I spread it out, it looks nothing like the shade when I put that first dollop of liquid lipstick on my lips. But this one, again, is it's just almost there, but it's just not enough. Okay, so these last shades are my favorite. They are not perfect and they aren't the exact shades I'm looking for, but there's a reason these are my favorite. Okay, we have Hijinx from Sugarpill. This one would technically be in my kind of bland section, but the fact that it has that blue glitter makes me really love it, and plus Sugarpill has one of my favorite liquid lipstick formulas. So the formula and that blue glitter definitely made it to my top favorites. But the color by itself without the blue glitter looks a little bland. So in terms of it almost looking like my exact shade I want, it's not there. It's more of the formula and more of the blue color. This is in my favorites. Okay, so next we have the Smudge Me Not lipstick from Sugar Cosmetics in the shade Wine and Shine. This one is almost there. It's almost there. I think maybe if it had a little bit more pink, it would be perfect, but this is one of the closest ones. This is the closest one that I can find to the exact magenta shade I'm looking for. It does dry down all the way completely. I have pretty dry lips. I could feel it like in my wrinkles. So with any of these lipsticks, you definitely have to exfoliate before you try these on, and exfoliating really helped the application of this. In terms of color, this is the closest I could find. This is my second favorite. Okay, so my first favorite out of all of these lipsticks is from Lime Crime. It's their Plushies lipstick in the shade Gumdrop. It's funny because this isn't even a lipstick, it's a lip tint. Right? I think it's a lip tint. It doesn't feel thick like a liquid lipstick. I'm pretty sure it's a lip tint, the shade I've been wearing this whole time. Okay, so going over this one last time, my favorite formula out of all of them is Myth Cosmetics. This is just a perfect formula. It's not too dry, it's not too wet, it doesn't crack and get in between the lines in your lips. It's the only one that gives me a really even swatch. So in terms of formula, this is the best formula out of all of them. In terms of color, the closest color to the lipstick she's wearing, like I said, the whole reason why I started loving magenta lipsticks, the closest color to that I would say is Dose of Color's Bury Me 2. Even though that picture was the whole reason why I wanted to get magenta lipsticks, and that is still one of my favorite shades, I think the closest shade to what I'm looking for would be the Smudge Me Not liquid lipstick from Sugar Cosmetics. This one's the closest color I'm looking for, but not my favorite formula. And then with a really good formula and with a really good glitter, the shade is really pretty, but it just doesn't have that vibrancy that I want. Still one of my favorites is Sugarpill's Hijinx liquid lipstick. And again, last, my favorite is Lime Crime Plushies Gumdrop. It's very light on the lips. It's not a liquid lipstick. It's more of a tint. Even though it doesn't look like a tint, it looks like a liquid lipstick. But it's not heavy. I can't really feel it. And this is just such a pretty, girly shade. This is also very close to what I'm looking for. Out of all the lipsticks I just talked about, those are the ones I would definitely recommend if you're looking for a magenta or berry lipstick. Okay guys, my lips are in pain. I'm gonna go wash this off. Thank you guys so much for watching my video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.